Hey there, today we're gonna be making macaroni alla vodka. I don't know anybody who doesn't like macaroni alla vodka. Classically, I guess, penne alla vodka, if you will. We're gonna be using a canestri noodle, so a large elbow macaroni, and inside of it we've got, instead of bacon, we're using spicy andouille. Andouille is a pork sausage that has a ratio of 2 parts fat to 1 part meat. It's spicy, got some smoked paprika in there, it's cold smoked. We render out that, add our spicy tomato sauce, and then instead of finishing it with cream, we use a whipped ricotta with Parmigiano Reggiano whipped inside. It is rich and it is delicious. I'm gonna make a joke here, but when you're making this, it should look exactly like Kraft Dinner with ketchup. I know that sounds crazy, but that is the exact color it's supposed to be. Here's the box, okay? Macaroni alla vodka. Inside, very simple, alla vodka sauce. We're gonna put that inside this pot in a second. A little bit of grana padano and our macaroni. Get rid of the box. All right, so what you're gonna need to do this, very simple, pot of heavily salted water. Don't be afraid to oversalt it. I'm sure that when you're making it, it's not salty enough. It should taste like the ocean. So not incredibly pleasant, but very, very close to that, all right? What else are we gonna need? We're gonna need a little ladle, little knife or scissors to cut open our bags, tasting spoon, gonna need a sieve, okay? We're gonna scoop the pasta out of the water and into our pot with the sauce. And last but not least, we're gonna need a little wooden spoon, all right? Everything's been done for you. It is very, very, very easy. The only things that I need you to do to make this incredible is pay attention to the cooking of the pasta. The canestri cooks incredibly fast. Honestly, about 3 minutes to 4 minutes max. If you have boiling water, it's going to be ready to go. So important to have is your sauce already hot, ready to go, not bubbling away, but warm and hot. All right, then we're going to scoop the pasta out into our pot with the sauce in it. We're going to use our ladle, take some pasta water, put it in, finish the cooking in the pot because we want the noodle or the macaroni to suck up the flavor of the sauce that we've made. All right, we don't want to cook it 100% here and then go to the pot. We really want the noodle to suck up the flavor of the sauce. Really, really important. All right, so I'm going to cut for a second, open up my bags, put my sauce in the pot, and I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right, so important. We do not want to leave any of this deliciousness, excuse me, behind. All right, so I lied to you. You can either use a little pastry scraper. These are awesome. They are worth their weight in gold. Buy one. They might be like $3. They're super useful in the kitchen. We always keep one on us at the restaurant to make our lives super duper easy. Okay? And we're gonna just squeeze all that sauce out. Okay? That is what we're looking for. Zero waste. All right? Nice and easy. Just gonna pick all that up and put it into our pot there. Okay, so we're gonna steal a little bit of water first here to add to our sauce, just to help it heat up a little bit, and we'll reduce it down, it's all right. Turn on our sauce, bring it up to a light little bubble, and then we're gonna turn it down. Pasta water, let's bring back to a boil. Shouldn't take too long on this incredible induction burner, that's right. Induction is number one. I don't care what anyone says. They're the most powerful. They're the most accurate. They're perfect. All right, so salty, salty, salty water, tasting like the ocean. It's come to a boil. Now we're gonna put in the pasta. While we're waiting for the pasta water to come back to a boil, make sure you check out our website for other Piano Piano frozen food items that are available at partnered retailers. We have mushroom cavatelli, macaroni alla vodka, margarita pizza, pepperoni pizza, spicy Italian, and also the Sweet Hornet, which is the #1 seller at Piano Piano as well. Honestly, if you're anywhere in the country, if you're at home, the frozen pizzas are to die for. They are incredible. You can either do them on your barbecue. They take about 5 minutes to heat up. You can do them in your oven. They take around 8 to 10 minutes. They are incredible. I always tell everybody that I actually think the frozen pizza from Piano Piano is better than if you were to like pick up pizza from Piano Piano and bring it home. It's crispy, it's hot, they are exceptional. Honestly, if you're going to the cottage, get 10. I promise you will not be upset. And plus, they just live in the freezer. They'll be good for a while. And check it out, guys. I wouldn't lie. They're so good. All right, so in this pot, again, that we're heating up, kind of looks like butter chicken curry right now, is andouille, our spicy tomato sauce, whipped ricotta, and a little bit of grana padano. In the andouille, we've got things like chili flakes, smoked paprika, garlic. We actually cold smoke the andouille as well. Salt, pepper. It is incredible. So usually it comes with, you do penne alla vodka with tomato sauce, bacon, chilies, vodka, which doesn't do anything, by the way, and cream. But, you know, as you know who I am, or if you do know who I am, I like to mess around with a couple things and try to put a spin on how I like to do it and make it a little different and what I think is better. Again, I said what I think is better. I'm not saying that it is, but it's how I like to cook. So, again, we've got our macaroni, our canestri, or our large elbow pasta. Okay, this is gonna go in. My sauce has come to a boil already. I'm focused. I'm paying attention to the noodle. Give it a little stir. Make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom because it will a touch. All right, just a little stir. All right. Let that come back up. It's always important to work clean. Try to do the dishes as you're working. Makes your life a lot easier at the end of it. You're gonna wanna cook the noodle for about 2 to 3 minutes, all right? It's important to taste, to make sure it is where it is, and we only wanna cook it at about 80% of the way there in the water, and then we're gonna add it to our sauce and finish the cooking process in the pot so that instead of just sucking up water as it is here, which is great, it's sucking up salty, delicious water, this tastes way better. All right, so we really want it to suck in, the noodle to suck in all the flavors of the sauce. So, let's have a look. All right, so I just like to put it into a little towel. Not quite, almost there. Again, when it comes to cooking pasta, it is whatever you like when it comes to al dente. It is not what somebody tells you. It is all a personal preference. If you like it a little less undercooked, do it that way. If you like it soft and mushy, do it that way. You are in your house. It does not matter what you're doing. It is all your personal preference. All right. So these are good to go. Just check one more just to be sure. Oh yeah. All right. Remember, our strainer, very important. Let's take our time. Leave no man behind. It's funny, when you look at this pasta at first, it doesn't look like there's a lot. After it's all cooked together, it's quite a hefty portion. All right, so we're gonna put this on like a medium to medium low temperature. All right, and the sauce is quite loose right now, which is okay because we wanna cook this down, cook it down until we get this beautiful sheen on the outside of our pasta. Something that you wanna make sure you're really looking for is the noodle itself. You'll see it'll be kind of granular. We will, by the time we are done, we add our grana padano, we mix vigorously, we use the pasta water. We are not gonna be able to see any of the fine grains or the milled flour. That is like the key to making sure that we are at the right consistency. So you just slowly, constantly, gently, not aggressive, just mix it every once in a while. We're letting the pasta absorb the sauce, letting it get to the perfect consistency that we're looking for. Again, We don't want a stodgy pasta. We don't want a pasta that when you pour it into the bowl, it just kind of like lands on top of each other and sits there like super tight, right? And we also don't want one that's gonna like just fall everywhere. Again, you know what I mean? Just like, and pool the sauce all in the sides. We want it to hit the right consistency that it just sits perfect, but no sauce or just the tiniest little 2 to 3 millimeters around the outside of the pasta and the edge of the plate. It finishes just there. But it doesn't, especially with the macaroni, it doesn't, all the sauce doesn't like pool to the bottom. With the macaroni especially, that's what would happen if you had it too thin, is A, you'd still see the grains of the flour on the pasta, which we don't want at all. The sauce would just fall out of the noodle and fall down to the bottom. The pasta itself would not look very delicious at all. All right, so we are getting close. Again, not being aggressive. I'm almost, you can see this hand here, like this hand isn't moving. My left hand is swirling the pasta around the pot, and my right hand, okay? It's okay to make a little mess. Okay, it's just staying put. Just agitate. Okay, so we're looking pretty nice now. All right, so there's only 2 more steps left to do. We're gonna add our Padano, make sure the consistency is exactly where you want it to be. And last but not least, we're gonna taste it for seasoning. Add a little bit of salt if you think it needs it. All right, you're cooking for your family at home. You get to choose. All right, with the Padano, all right, I'm gonna mix around. Mix, 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 mix. Oh yeah, I can smell it, it's so good. All right. We're good to go. Little mix, little mix. Last but not least, we just pour it into the bowl. Okay. See? Beautiful bowl of macaroni alla vodka. And if you want, because you really can't have enough cheese, but if you have some extra grated Parmigiano Reggiano, Padano, whatever you got at home, sprinkle a little extra on top. A little extra more. No, just joking. And that's it. Macaroni alla vodka. Hope you enjoy. See you at Piano Piano. Ciao.